Welcome to Psychology Refresh. Today we're going to go over how MBTI personalities behave after breakups. Make sure to watch each one and find out what personalities do while having a breakup. Each personality type behaves in a different way after a breakup, and we have described their behavior in each one of the 16 personality types. Find out what it is and determine how you can use this knowledge in reaching personal growth and self-improvement. Here is how MBTI personalities behave after breakups. Number 1. ISTJ. ISTJs take relationships very seriously and don't rush into them without giving it some thought. The ISTJ has a really difficult time letting go and moving on after making a commitment to someone as a result. They want to be sure that they have done everything possible to keep the relationship going before calling it quits. They'll probably try everything they can to make things right with their romantic partner. The ISTJ will find a way to move on after realizing that something cannot be changed. They need to stay focused on the future and will probably do best with lots of diversions. Number 2. ISFJ. ISFJs are likely to make every effort to keep their relationships intact and will try their best to prevent a split. If they are unable to repair the connection, they may blame themselves and become highly critical of themselves. ISFJs don't like to feel as though they have let someone they care about down, thus they will go to any lengths to mend the relationship. If the ISFJ understands that the situation cannot be fixed, they will spend a few weeks sulking before trying to move on. Number 3. ESTJ. Since they take their commitments very seriously, ESTJs frequently find it difficult to quit relationships. If they are unable to make the relationship work, they may believe that they have failed and place the responsibility on themselves. Since they find it so difficult to let go, ESTJs will go to any lengths to fix problems and make things right. The ESTJ will move on very swiftly once they accept that nothing can be saved and will accomplish this by keeping their eyes on the future. If you are enjoying our content, please give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell. Number 4. ESFJ. ESFJs have a profound capacity for love, but they also have a propensity for moving on fast from a breakup. They will probably work extremely hard and never stop attempting to mend the relationship, but the ESFJ will swiftly decide to start the mending process once they recognize that nothing can be saved. They'll probably keep themselves active and engage in a variety of pursuits. After a breakup, ESFJs like to better themselves in order to regain their confidence. After things end with their partner, they might even start dating fairly soon. Number 5. INFJ. INFJs frequently exhibit varied behaviors depending on the cause of the breakup. They could have to door slam that person if they are the ones quitting the relationship since the other person is harming them or is not beneficial for them. This will take place if the INFJ believes that it is the only real method to end their relationship with the person they care about so much. If the INFJ does not decide to put a stop to things, they will probably be depressed and dwell in their sorrow for a while. To properly recover and move on from the breakup, they'll probably need to give themselves permission to feel the sadness of it. INFJs have strong feelings, but they are also able to let go if they think it's essential. Even while some people will always hold a special place in their hearts, the INFJ will find a way to move on. Number 6. INFP. Because INFPs have strong feelings, they may find it difficult to let go of a partner after a breakup. They may find it difficult to emerge from their melancholy and may require lots of time to wallow. Especially if they loved them, INFPs frequently have to come to terms with the fact that they will probably always feel a connection to that person. It is difficult for INFPs to ever truly cut someone off from their hearts, which is okay. They are loving, kind individuals that have a lot of love to share. Number 7. ENFJ. ENFJs continually strive to advance, therefore they won't want to disintegrate in the middle of a split. They might even make an effort to act as though they are not affected by the separation. Since they work so hard to provide for their loved ones, ENFJs always struggle to keep themselves together. Even though they may feel sorry about ending the relationship, if they are the ones doing it, they may feel compelled to cut the other person out of their lives. The ENFJ merely needs a few weeks to wallow in their misery after getting getting dumped before they can move on. They'll probably keep themselves busy in an effort to divert attention. Number 8. ENFP. Depending on the circumstance, ENFPs react differently to breakups. If they are the kind of person who dates socially, they probably won't mind breaking up with those people. But the ENFP feels this extremely intensely when they genuinely care about someone. Since they will probably strive to make it work with the person they love, they will find it difficult to stop things. The ENFP can find themselves swiftly looking for a rebound to soothe them once they understand the relationship cannot be saved. They simply want to find a way to move on, since they know they will be devastated by this loss. After a breakup, ENFPs function best when they have lots of activities to keep them occupied. Number 9. ISTP. When a relationship ends, ISTPs will frequently approach it as logically as they can in an effort to figure out what went wrong. The ISTP will be fully capable of continuing after they have completed their analysis of the circumstance. The ISTP will be able to handle the breakup if it is obvious that the relationship cannot be saved. They'll probably immerse themselves in various pastimes and pleasures, and they might even look for a rebound to get them through. Number 10. ISFP. ISFPs have a difficult time terminating relationships because they feel things so intensely. They will probably feel devastated by this even if the ISFP is the one to put an end to things. They will likely spend some time alone reflecting on their suffering while listening to depressing music or simply relishing the solitude. Spending time with their loved ones shortly after the split will aid ISFPs the most in helping them get through their pain. Number 11. ESTP. If they have been dumped from a relationship, ESTPs will find it difficult to move on. The ESTP is actually quite emotionally affected if they feel that someone has rejected them. They'll probably keep trying to make it work and make an effort to persuade the other person not to end the relationship. The ESTP might start going out more frequently after they realize they need to move on. To deal with the split and continue on with their life, they must find lots of hobbies. Number 12. ESFP. So ESFPs frequently handle breakups brilliantly, especially when they realize that the relationship was not meant to be. While they do feel things intensely, they do not believe that it is worthwhile to let them consume them. They'll probably feel unhappy for a while, but they'll soon realize how crucial it is to keep a cheerful attitude. After a breakup, ESFPs find themselves itching to go out and enjoy themselves with their friends. They might not be really interested in dating right away, but they will undoubtedly appreciate a little flirtation that isn't harmful. Number 13. INTJ. INTJs frequently try to address a breakup as rationally as they can. They never start a relationship without thinking carefully about what it means to them and whether it makes sense. They'll probably go to whatever lengths to keep things going and only stop when they recognize that it is absolutely required. If the INTJ believes that moving on is the best course of action, their logical sense will aid them in handling the situation. The INTJ will probably find it more difficult to move on if they are not the ones leaving the relationship. They take commitments very seriously after all, and won't back out of anything unless they are certain it is the proper decision. After a breakup, INTJs may need to keep themselves occupied and may even go out more than normal. Number 14. INTP. INTPs will probably try to hide their emotions and act as though nothing is wrong. They frequently conceal their emotions because they want to be logical rather than emotional. It can be quite difficult for INTPs to heal if they feel ashamed for their emotions. They must acknowledge that they are merely experiencing a range of emotions that is normal and that there is nothing wrong with the way they feel. They can start moving on if they realize that their emotions are natural. They simply need to sit in their feelings for a while. They might even find it helpful to talk it out with someone they can trust. Number 15. ENTJ. Because ENTJs place a high value on loyalty, they may find breakups to be challenging. They never enter a relationship before being certain they are fully prepared for it. ENTJs take their responsibilities very seriously and detest the idea of giving up on something. They will go to all lengths to keep the connection going and will give it several days of thought before quitting it. The ENTJ will accept moving on once they know that the relationship cannot be saved. Though they could experience temporary sadness, ENTJs are likely to find activities to occupy their time. Number 16. ENTP. After a breakup, ENTPs frequently try to move on, especially if they feel that it should have ended sooner. They do experience things quite strongly, and they could experience temporary sadness. They constantly think back on their enjoyable interactions with that individual and may even feel compelled to keep their friendship. However, ENTPs do not enjoy concentrating on unpleasant things, therefore it is preferable if they can find a variety of distractions to keep them from doing so. If they can focus on a brand new task while also spending time with their friends and loved ones, they will succeed. They'll probably make an effort to appear as though everything is fine, since they don't want people to think they're having trouble. These videos will be really helpful for you.